Good morning, gamers! I'm Chris, and this is Quriosity. Whoever said it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog, must have had a premonition about Children of the Sun. This game isn't just a game, it's a manifesto, a bold declaration that sometimes all it takes to topple empires, or at least cults, is one well-placed bullet, brought into the world by the wizardry of René Roder and given wings by Devolver Digital. This supernatural puzzle shooter doesn't just step outside the box, it blasts the box to smithereens with a style so sharp it could slice diamonds. Now, if you are thinking this is your run-of-the-mill point-and-shoot affair, hold your horses, because we are dealing with a concoction that's part visual novel, part strategy game, and all parts awesome. Picture the static love child of Sniper Elite and Super Hot, with a pinch of existential dread of good measure. We are not just running and gunning, we are navigating a visual and auditory landscape that's as unsettling as it is captivating, with a palette that screams neon-drenched nightmare and a soundscape that could make a white noise sound like a symphony. Children of the Sun is less of game and more of an experience. You are in a world where your entire arsenal boils down to a single bullet. No, it's not budget cuts, it's by design. Children of the Sun throws you into the shoes of the girl, a protagonist with more grudges than bullets, embarking on a vendetta against a cult that's all shades of wrong. This isn't your typical trigger happy joyride. This is chess with firearms, where each move or shot must be calculated with the precision of a brain surgeon on caffeine. This bullet of yours is pretty special. It's like if you gave a bullet a PhD in physics and a crash course in how to wreak havoc 101. After you take your shot, you are not just a bystander to the chaos, you are its conductor. You guide this bullet, bending its path, strategizing its trajectory through craniums and crevices, making every shot a domino that sets off a cascade of cultist carnage. It's a gameplay mechanic that has you pausing mid-bite of your snack, realizing that yes, you do have the power to turn a single bullet into an instrument of mass destruction. The thrill isn't just in the shooting, it's in the orchestration. The game turns you into a master of mayhem, with each level a symphony of destruction that you compose one bullet at a time. And as you get more acquainted with the girl's supernatural abilities, the game gracefully scales from neat trick to are we sure we are not just using cheat codes? You start simple, guiding your bullet in straight lines, but soon you are curving shoots like you are bending spoons with your mind, uncovering weak spots, and making bullets do U-turns in mid-air. It's like the game looked at the laws of physics and said, "Cute suggestions, watch this." Now let's talk about our leading lady, the girl. She's not your average video game hero. She doesn't need words to tell her story. Her action and the hunting flashbacks do all the talking. The game's narrative is a minimalist masterpiece, a patchwork of memories and silent screams that paint a vivid picture of her vendetta. As you wave through levels, turning cultists into cautionary tales, the game fits your pieces of a puzzle. A grim, hard-wrenching puzzle that reveals why the girl is on this blood-soaked path of retribution. It's storytelling by way of implication, letting the silence between shots fill with the weight of unspoken atrocities. You are not just moving from level to level, you are diving deeper into a well of vengeance, where every silenced enemy is a step closer to the leader, the architect of your misery. This narrative approach is like a dance, one where the music is the muffled thud of bodies hitting the floor and the rhythm is dictated by your pulse racing with anticipation of the next reveal. Step into Children of the Sun and you are stepping into a world where the color palette is so vivid, it's like someone threw a neon party and forgot to clean up. Deep purples clash with vivid yellows, painting a surreal landscape that feels like a fever dream caught on canvas. It's a visual style that doesn't just set the tone, it grabs you by the collar and demands you pay attention. And the ambience? Imagine the most unsettling white noise you have ever heard, then remix it with a dash of ambient dread. This isn't background noise, it's an auditory assault that complements the game's visual in a way that's nothing short of masterful. Together they create a world that's as grim as it is gorgeous, a place where every shadow and silhouette tells a story of desolation and defiance. Now let's start Turkey. Children of the Sun might not be a marathon, but what it lacks in length, it more than makes up for in depth. Clocking in at around 3 hours, it's a brief affair, but one that beckons you back with the siren call of better scores and unmatched satisfaction. The game's got a replayability in spades, with a scoring system that hunts you to top your previous best, and leaderboards that turn every level into a competitive arena. Every playthrough peels back another layer of this onion of a game, revealing new strategies, hidden nuances, and the sheer thrill of mastering its unique mechanics. You might wish for more environmental interactables or a longer campaign, but Children of the Sun isn't about quantity, it's about the quality of every bullet fired, every level conquered, and every moment spent in its beautifully brutal world. In the end, Children of the Sun, it's a love letter to the art of the single shoot, a testament of minimalist storytelling, and a bold statement in stylish and cerebral gameplay. It's not just something you play, it's something you experience, remember, and return to, eager for just one more shot. And there we have it, a full reimagining of the essence of Children of the Sun, captured through a narrative that's as unique and engaging as the game itself. This journey through its world has been nothing short of a worldwide tour of creativity, strategy and storytelling, all wrapped up in a package that's as visually stunning as it is mentally stimulating. It's all for today, folks. If you like the video, subscribe, activate the bell, and hit the like buttons. See you soon!